So hello, everybody. My name is Andi. I'm coming to you from the Tempe site. We're going to go through 15 minutes of a quick stretch here. We're going to hit kind of the major areas of the body with a lot of focus on neck and shoulders because we're sitting in this position all day at our computers. We want to get out of it, go the other direction. So we're going to start with a normal spine warm-up. So when you're ready, we're going to take a nice deep breath in. As we exhale, we're going to reach our arms straight up to the ceiling, getting nice and tall, looking straight ahead in front of you. We're going to hold everything. We're going to go really slow the first round, and then we'll speed it up for the second round. Like your head is just dangling from a string right from the ceiling. If you can't reach up there, you can grasp your elbows. That's totally fine. Whichever feels best for you right now. When you're ready, we're going to go ahead and just bring it down halfway. So the back is going to be nice and flat. You're looking at the floor right in front of you. You can have a slight little bend in the knees. You can rest your hands on your thighs if you'd like. And I want you to think about pressing your chest forward towards the floor. And you're still looking at the floor right in front of you. And now we're going to go ahead and just let it all collapse forward. So let the top of your head face or point towards the ground. You can reach for your calves, your ankles, your shoelaces, your toes, the floor, whichever feels the best for the body that you brought today. Now you're looking at your knees. And you can, if you'd like to, you can pull yourself a little bit closer to your body by grasping the back of your legs. But if your hamstrings are not ready for that, then just let yourself hang forward, just completely loose. You can grasp your elbows to even weight you down a little bit. And before we stand up, I want you to think about using your glutes. This is similar to doing a deadlift if you're familiar. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in. As we exhale, squeeze those glutes, slowly pull yourself up one vertebrae at a time. When you stand up, those shoulders might be in your ears. Push them back to the wall behind you and then tuck them down like you're trying to tuck your shoulder blades in your back pocket. That'll be our standing neutral position. So let's go through these one more time. We'll go a little bit faster and we'll try to push our range of motion a little bit further. So nice deep breath in. Exhale, reaching up. From here, if you want to add a little bit of a back bend, you can. You can support your lower back, whichever feels best for you right now. And let's go ahead and bring it right down into that half fold, like you're trying to balance a glass of water on your back. But maybe you're able to press a little bit lower. So now if you put a tennis ball at the base of your spine, it would roll right off. And from there, go ahead again, just let it all collapse forward. So we're looking at our knees. We're in a full forward fold. Maybe you can reach your hands a little bit further this time. Or maybe now you do feel comfortable to use the back of your legs and pull your body, your chest a little bit closer toward your knees. And make sure you're breathing nice and easily. And again, we're going to take a nice deep breath in. Think about those glutes. Squeeze your glutes. Pull yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Again, nice and tall. Get those shoulders back and down. And we're in a good posture. We're going to move on to the neck and the shoulders. For some of these, I am going to use the wall. If you don't have wall space, that's totally fine. You can do these without a wall too. But let's start with the neck. So we're going to do some neck circles, nice and easy. So what I want you to do is tuck your chin to your chest. And it doesn't matter which direction you go. We'll go both ways. But when you roll your head back, I want you to think about scraping your chin against your collarbone. And then letting the back of your head hit the back of your neck. All the way back around. Scrape that collarbone one more time. Back to the middle. Let's go same direction. Scraping the collarbone. Back of the neck. Hit the other collarbone. And let's go the other direction. Same thing, nice and slow and steady. Scrape each collarbone. We got one more time. Perfect. All right, if you have space on your wall, go ahead and put your back up against your wall. So you're gonna have 3 points of contact. That would be your rear, your shoulders, and the back of your head. And we're gonna do what's called Ys and Ts. If you don't have wall space, I'll show you another way to do this. But let's start here. So we're gonna do 4 of each. So we're going to try to get our thumbs to touch the wall if we can. If you can't reach, that's totally fine. You can just have your hands here. And that's why I said having a wall isn't necessary. But if you can get your thumbs to touch, we're going to drag our thumbs up into a Y shape, keeping all 3 points of contact. Bring it back in, and then we're going to go out to the side. And we're just going to keep working through these 2 letters. That's a Y, and that's a T. If you don't have a wall, that's totally fine. You can still do this. Pretend you have the wall behind you. That Y, bring it back in, go out to a T. Feel your shoulder blades. What are they doing? Feel the muscles in your shoulders. Let's do one more both ways. So we'll do the Y and our T. Perfect. Okay, from here, if you have a table, a shelf, something you can place your hands on top of, your desk, we're going to put our hands flat on top here. We're going to go ahead and stretch our lats. So we're going to just extend far here, pushing that booty back. And from there, I want you to press your chest forward. Try to get your ears between your arms, but making sure that from the crown of your head to the tip of your tailbone is one straight line. So don't force your head forward. You're pushing forward by using your lats here, and we're pressing our chest towards the floor. There's a lot of variations you can do here. So we're just going to keep holding this, and I'm going to explain some. You can pedal your feet, making sure you're actively pushing your hips back behind you, and you're going to get a little bit of a calf stretch. So that's one variation. Another variation you can do is you can reach one arm underneath. It's called threading the needle. And you're just going to let your hips twist a little bit. And you're going to get a deeper stretch. You're going to feel that all through your ribs. And if you're doing that, make sure you get both sides. And again, make sure you're breathing. Nice, easy breathing. If you find yourself holding your breath, you might be pushing a little bit too far. So ease up. We want to make sure all of the muscles that we're currently stressing are getting the blood and oxygen that they need right now. So when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and slowly walk our feet forward, standing up. Nice and easy, no head rush here. And we're going to go into some hip circles. Again, nice and slow. So I want you to think about moving your leg like you're trying to move through some molasses. So we're going to lift one leg up. You can feel free to hold on to the wall for balance if you'd like. That's totally up to you. And we're going to keep this foot up no matter what. Keep that knee up. Go ahead and bring that leg out, around like you're getting over a hurdle, all the way back up. That's one circle. Let's do that 3 more times. Excuse me, 2 more times. We're going to go the other way. Bring it back up. Now let's go backwards. So bring it straight back behind you. Get that foot up. Keep it up over the hurdle. Perfect. One more time. Try not to kick the things that are behind you. And let's go ahead and switch sides. Same thing. Kick that foot out. Keep it up over the hurdle. Bring it back up. Say good morning or good afternoon to your hips. They should be waking up with these. Let's go the other way. Over the hurdle. Last one. Perfect. We're going to go through these again one more time. We'll go a little bit faster through them, but with the neck circles, we're just going to go 2 each way. I think we did that before too. So let's just get right into it. Don't go fast on these. We never want to be whipping our head around. So scrape that collarbone with your chin. Bring it back. scrape the other collarbone. Go straight into that second circle. Scrape the collarbone, tuck the chin. Let's go the other direction. Same thing. Hit the collarbone one more time. Perfect. If you can get on the wall, let's go into our Y's and T's. So we're going to do 4 here, and we're going to be thoughtful about it. The booty, the shoulders, the back of the head are all touching the wall. Thumbs if you can. Let's go right into it. A Y, out to a T. If you don't have a wall, same thing. Pretend you got a wall. Keep those thumbs pointed behind you the best you can. We got 2 more. One more, nice and easy. Perfect. Let's get those last one more time. Something to place your hands on. You can also do this on a wall too. I forgot to mention that last time. You just place your hands flat up against the wall and press back. If you have something flat, I just feel like it's a little bit easier that way. Press those hips back. Pressing your chest towards the floor. Maybe now you can press a little bit further. Maybe now your ears do press a little bit forward past your arms. Not because you're dropping your head, but because you're able to press your chest even lower. And find, either hold it here or find a variation that works for you. So you can either pedal those legs, or you can thread the needle and add a deeper reach. We're going to hold this for about 10 more seconds. So make sure if you're doing one side, get the other. Nice deep breath in. Let's walk our hands, or excuse me, walk back up, stand up slowly. Get those hip circles one more time. You can start on whichever leg you would like. Just keep that foot up and over the hurdle. Going forward, and now we're going to go backwards. That's it. And let's switch sides. And obligatory dog cameos. That was tiny. You guys normally get to see Dobby when he comes in here. All right, perfect. Hi, hips. Hopefully you're feeling them after that. Let's just do a couple of static stretches just to round everything out. So we're going to go with the pecs. If you can reach your hands behind you and lift up, that's great. If you can't do that, that's totally fine. Grab some wall and just twist away. And we'll do one side at a time. Find the method that works for you. Just make sure you're breathing through it. We're going to hold these about 20 seconds each side. You can switch sides if you're doing one arm at a time. The last one I want to do is I do want to get our hips. I'm going to demonstrate it to you standing because there's a dog in my chair and I don't want him to get all riled up. But if you want to grab your chair, you can. If you want to hold on to the wall, we're just going to cross one leg over our hip. If you cannot do this in your chair, that's totally fine. You can cross your leg at your ankle. You can cross it up high. Just don't press on your knee. That's the only thing. So we're sitting, right? Crossing the leg on top of our thigh. Use this hand and press that hip down. And from there, if you want to press your chest even lower, you're gonna, in this leg that's bent, you're gonna feel that stretch in your hip. So we're just gonna sit here and hold this for a few more seconds, and then we'll switch sides. This is really easy to do in a chair, of course, really anytime. Nobody really knows if you're stretching your hip out if you're in a meeting or anything. So hopefully you do this throughout the day. really important. This is the opening up our hip, opening up our hips. Out to the sides, usually, we walk, running, everything is this forward motion, biking. So we're taking it out to the side. It's really good for your hip health. When you're ready, go ahead and release that. If you want to keep stretching, by all means. But that's all I have for you today. Again, my name is Andi. I am at the Tempe site. I hope you enjoyed this 15-minute stretch. I will be back with you next Wednesday live at noon Central Time, 10 a.m. in Arizona here. And this will be recorded if you want to refer back to it. It'll be on our YouTube page in probably about a half hour. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope to see you next week.